Okay. Hi, my name is Mark from Canada, and I want to give you my story. And I'm sure my story is very similar to yours, in that you were diagnosed with a prostate problem, probably a bad one like mine, and you had a biopsy, and you were given options from Western doctors, which we all know have serious side effects, and you were left feeling quite hopeless. So you went online like I did, and you started to read, and you saw 3D urology site and Dr. Song come up, and you read it, and you thought, this is too good to be true. Then you found out that it's quite expensive, and again you thought, no, this is probably a scam. And if you dig further and you start to look at the testimonials, then you stay skeptical. You still think there's no way that this is possible. The whole world is trying to fight prostate cancer and problems, and yet these people in China say they can cure it. So you spend, like I did, probably 9 months reading the site and looking at the testimonials. You think that the people doing the testimonials are also in on it, and you think, you know, they've got something in it. But when you start to talk to Alyssa, you realize that there's real interest and there's real care in wanting to help. So many of us don't get on the plane. We don't come. The money blocks us, the skeptical ideas that there's no way this can be real. You're going to China. What the heck are you going to do in China? You know, it's so many unknowns. And you come to the realization that you're not going to get help at home. You get help, but with serious side effects. So my father's going through it, and I thought to myself, I'm 57 years old, why not try? It cannot hurt. So I was one of the lucky ones. I spoke to 3 guys, one from New Zealand, 2 from Canada, and that made the difference. That made me get on the plane. They were so honest, and when I heard it, not just read it, it made the difference. So we who come here are the lucky ones. When you come, you are in shock. It's a crazy place. It's very busy, very noisy out there in the airports and the streets. It's different. But when you come into the clinic and you meet the people, you see how clean, how precise, how much care is involved. It's not just like you come in, they give you a pill and you go out. It's full-time, round-the-clock for 5 or 6 weeks of amazing, detailed care. And when you get over the first 2 weeks of learning how to eat and block out the car horns that are going non-stop, and figure your way around, it becomes your home for that time. And the people that are here all have the same story. They all had a bad diagnosis, they have no help, and they were lucky enough to get on the plane and get here. These people, with the doctors, with Alyssa, who is absolutely incredible, become your family for 6 weeks. And like me, I came in a mess. I was absolutely stressed. The money, the unknown, the disease I was going down a one-way road to a bad ending. And when you learn what happens here, you're actually going through physical treatment all the time. Direct injections into tumors, into the prostate. IVs that kill the viruses that cause the cancer in the beginning, that cause the infections that make the cells mutate. I'm not an expert, of course, but you do learn a lot. And when you get these direct injections every day, Dr. Song, who is probably the best urologist in the world, obviously, because he's curing the problem, explains all the way along. And Dr. Ivan, his assistant, is there with you all the time. He's done thousands and thousands of prostate injections. He must have touched more prostates than anyone in the world. And he's so skilled, he can feel exactly what's changing every day. And when you go home or back to the hotel after the injections and your IV, you pee in a bottle for the next 2 pees, and you see what comes out. And after 2 weeks, you realize something's really happening. I'm not just taking a pill and wondering what's happening. You see it coming out. And he tells you by the end of your visit, I still have a few to go, a few injections, but yesterday he told me exactly that the prostate is way smaller, and everything inside that shouldn't be there is gone. He can feel it's broken up, it's discharging, and the word 3D is real because it means you're getting direct injections into the prostate with powerful medicines from China that kills cancer, kills infections, kills viruses. You're getting an IV through your body every day, 2 or 3 weeks of it, that's killing viruses, infections, and toxins that are causing the original condition. And then you go home with 3 months of medicine, which continues the process. It's not like stopping cold turkey. So it really is 3D treatment. And it's something we don't get at home. We just go in, they say, yeah, you've got a problem. Watch and wait, which is the stupidest thing that you can imagine. Watch it grow worse, you know. So I came in here totally, like I said, a mess. I lost 10 pounds because I ate well, I healed, I rejuvenated, and I'm leaving feeling like I have hope. 20 or 30 more years, where I don't think I would have lasted that long. So if you have any questions, you have to talk to Alyssa, and she will give you emails. You can email me anytime. She will give you my email, and I'll gladly talk to you and help you make that decision. Believe me, none of us have anything in this. We're all here for the same reason, and it really is a world, it's a miracle. It is curing things. I'm still skeptical in my mind. It's still like, how is this possible? But when you feel it, and you get retested, we're going to get scans again later on because it's still going to be healing for another few months and still discharging. But when it's going to be really interesting when I get new ultrasounds and new MRIs. But you can tell, you can feel it, you can see it coming out, and it really is a miracle place. I hope you come, give yourself a chance. You got nothing to lose. We don't have very long on this small planet, so you may as well try it. And call or email anytime. Thanks.